Yo, what up, guys? So I was talking with my good buddy Seth Simmons, and we were kind of discussing, as we always do, delivery stuff, pitching mechanics, and drill progressions and all these things. And he kind of came up with this really good progression that I've actually been struggling to find really good drills for, and that's momentum and acceleration. And not only just kind of throwing our bodies forward to create acceleration, but also putting a mental emphasis on the stability of our drive leg, right? So the progression is if you had a box or anything that you can elevate with, right? So I'll do it from the side first, and it's foot up against the box, and then we're gonna cross over, right? So find a way to cross over that lead leg, okay? So now what we're gonna do, since our foot is crossed over, right? We're utilizing what I talk about with that lead leg crossover to increase the rate in which we can accelerate. That rhymed. Well, actually it was the same word. Anyways, so now we're gonna go here. So you're gonna get feedback. So you're gonna keep this shin, right? You hear the terminology like vertical shin. Now, the trick is to accelerate, but not lose drive leg production, okay? So we see a lot of guys that lack the authentic stability of the drive leg. So you see that just kind of fall into internal rotation rather than going into hip extension and utilizing hip drive. So another, like I said, really good progression that he kind of came up with is this lead leg crossover on the box as you drive, right? So as you take this lead leg and get it off the box and go forward, you're gonna still try to hold the drive leg, shin or whatever it is on that box for a good period of time, and you're gonna go forward. Now, when I do this, again, for you guys just starting out, when I do this, what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna think back with my head, okay? I'm not gonna think like this and then go, because what do we wanna do? We wanna utilize our acceleration, our momentum. If we're on a slope, we wanna utilize gravity, okay? So we see a lot of times, and it's no one's fault, because a lot of young kids that lack stability need to keep everything back to give themselves more time to be consistent with their release. As we get older and the demand for velocity increases, we need to have the body awareness to be able to get going and utilize gravity and utilize acceleration and make sure that our hands are connected with our body. So like I said, this is a really good progression to give that feedback of moving forward, utilizing momentum, getting the hand out on time, making sure that our drive leg is stable to hold connection as we go. And then what you want to do is you want to keep that head kind of either, a little bit forward or even center cut, okay, throughout the whole body. So notice what I did do, right? I did hold connection. I even kind of pushed back on this, right? Again, overemphasizing that feeling and that feedback. And then my head stayed in the center. Okay, I was able to ride that drive leg and ride that hip drive, get into maximum amount of hip drive extension and late launch. So like I said, kind of a good progression. I think you can even manipulate it to do some med ball throws with it, crossover, drive, and go. Feel that foot in the ground. The biggest point of emphasis that I want to give you guys is try not to think of 4 different things at once during one set or one rep. You know what I mean? You think especially in person, right? So if I'm working with a guy in person one-on-one, and I put him through one rep of this drill, and I say, hey, what were you trying to feel? And it's foot connection, head posture, acceleration and momentum, and keeping connection with the box. And it's dude, you're not gonna feel that in one set or in one rep, excuse me. So make sure you're doing a really good job with your mental emphasis and your mental cues of, okay, all right, on this one, all I'm gonna think about is as I get off this box and as I accelerate and drive forward, all I'm gonna think about is keeping connection with that drive leg on the box as long as I can. And then you go, okay? And then you get really good at that. You instill a little bit of motor control pattern there. And then your next one, you're okay, now I'm gonna think about getting going, right? So controlling my head in the center or even forward of my body. Here we go. Oh, that's good. Okay, perfect. So you can just progress that way. That's progressing through a drill setting a lot more efficiently and a lot smarter than just doing the drills to do the drills. So hopefully that's makes sense enough for you to complete a drill on good, I guess. But yeah, thanks to Sizzle Simmons there for hooking it up with that idea. Really good concept. Cool. Talk to you guys later.